More people are wearing face masks, but many are getting it wrong. And according to medical experts, wearing a mask incorrectly can be riskier than not wearing one at all.
That's one of the risks about wearing a mask, is to wear it properly.
Early on, health officials said the average person didn't need to wear one. But that changed as new evidence emerged.
Where COVID-19 activity is occurring, use of non-medical masks or face coverings is recommended as an added layer of protection.
Now some places are making them mandatory in public, but they only work if you wear them correctly. So let's look at what not to do.
I would probably feel like I would want to fiddle with that mask, given the newness.
First, the most common mistake is touching your mask after you've put it on.
Understand that it is, for many people who haven't worn one before, an uncomfortable experience.
If you've worn one, you know they can get hot, sweaty, and make it difficult to breathe. But it's more about protection than comfort. And by adjusting them, you're putting yourself at risk because your hands could be contaminated with the novel coronavirus, or the exterior of the mask could have collected germs and droplets that could contain the virus. Another mistake, some people are putting their mask on and taking it off incorrectly. Even politicians are having a hard time with this, like South Africa's president. See how he touches the podium and then touches his face? Now watch the Deputy Prime Minister of Belgium. They both touch their face repeatedly as they appear to struggle to find their nose and mouth, and then they secure their masks. Again, rule number 1, don't touch your face. The proper way is to position the mask over your nose and mouth. Then secure it behind your ears or fasten the straps behind your head, a step the governor of Florida appears to have missed. And remember to keep your hands off the main part of the mask. The same goes when you're taking off your mask. Don't touch it like the Premier of Quebec does here. Another common mistake is not washing your hands before and after putting on a mask.
So you've got to wash your hands before you put it on, you've got to wash your hands after you take it off, and you never touch the surface, which means doing things like this defeats the purpose.
That brings us to the next point. Masks are meant to be worn one way and not modified. So wearing it like this or like this is counterproductive.
We all need to see this.
And extreme modifications like this one recorded in a now well-known TikTok video aren't okay either.
Well, since we have to wear them and it makes it harder to breathe, this makes it a lot easier to breathe.
Remember, the whole point is to create a barrier between you and other people. It's not to make yourself more comfortable. And if you're using a non-reusable mask, make sure you dispose of it properly. Once you've safely taken it off, immediately put it in the garbage to prevent further contamination. Then, wash your hands again. If you're wearing a reusable mask, make sure you clean it in the washing machine before using it again. Ultimately, experts agree, wearing a mask is helpful. But even if you follow all of these guidelines, you still won't be invincible to COVID-19. You're just lowering the chance of spreading it.
We still need to underline that this is, quote, a supplementary measure that people can use, but it certainly does not replace all of the other good measures such as hand washing, etc.
It's a combination of all these things that experts say will help prevent further outbreaks.